Okay, the next powder on our list of powders to test for 300 Blackout is Lil Gun. I've had a lot of issues shooting powder-coated bullets in both of my 300 Blackout guns. So bad that I actually just stopped shooting powder-coated bullets for about a year and have mainly been focused on jacketed bullets where I didn't have any issues. We're coming back to this topic, and I believe the function issues I had were powder related. I would get a buildup of lead and gunk at the front of my chamber that would keep rounds from going into battery and cause malfunctions. And I believe it is powder related. So far we've tested IMR 4198 and Accurate 1680 and did not have any issues with those two powders. So the next one here on the list that I want to test is Lil Gun. The plan is to load up 100 rounds. Got 100 pieces of brass here ready to rock. I want to load up 50 Supersonics and 50 Subsonics. For the Supersonics, I want to use the 160 grain Lee mold bullet. This came from the 160 grain, I think it's a 312 tumble lube design. You've seen it in the previous videos. So that's our first bullet. With this bullet, I've been looking around at some load data. I want to shoot 15 grains for our super. Kind of a middle of the range supersonic load from what I can tell. So that's what we're going to shoot here with the 160. I also have a 202 grain bullet. That is from an NOE mold. My camera's losing its mind. There it is. Okay, yep, a 202 grain NOE bullet. That both of these I have obviously powder coated them blue. So those are our bullets. As far as load data goes, in the previous videos we've worked out for the 202 grain we're going to shoot 7.8 grains of Lil Gun. We've worked out the overall length in the previous videos. So it's 2.035 with the 160 grain bullet. It's 2.1 inches with the 202 grain bullet. That length has been working out for us. So all that's really left to do is load them up and see what happens. So I am using CCI number 41 primers. Did I already mention that? I can't remember. Yep, but we're using CCI number 41s. As I mentioned, we've got brass that's all prepped and ready to rock. It's been resized. It's had the mouth chamfered and deburred, and they are ready for primer, powder, and bullets. I'm going to throw all the charges with my powder measure. Lil Gun is a decent metering powder, and we're not really going for precision here. It's just, let's see if we can get 100 rounds to run through the gun without any malfunction. That's the goal. So nothing terribly interesting about the loading since we've done it in the previous videos. So we'll make it through this really quick and be out on the range in no time. So in the last video, someone had mentioned that the bolt seemed to be running kind of slow, and it was. I tore apart the bolt and cleaned it up really well. It was filthy. So that happens very fast when you're shooting suppressed. And speaking of that, let's pop off the suppressor and shoot a couple of these loads at paper. Okay, I'm going to start off with 5 of the 160 grain supers. All right, let's see what they do. I'm going to bring the sights up just a little bit. Okay, 2 more. Good deal. Gun ran well. Bullets seem to be flying. So next up are the 202 grain Supersonics, or what we hope are, or I'm sorry, Subsonics, or what we hope are Subsonics. See how they shoot. Beautiful. Lock the bolt back. Functioned great. So I painted my steel targets orange, and it is freaking me out, man. I may have to go out and get some white paint because it's kind of freaking me out. I have got 20 rounds loaded up in this here magazine of the 160s. We're going to shoot the supers first. So this is 20 rounds. This is a M3 PMag. Somebody brought this up in a previous video. They do fit a whole lot better in the M3 than the M2. This is a 30 round M2, and they're hard to get into these. So once we switch magazines from this 20 to this 30, we'll see if we get any malfunctions here. I think we might, because the bullets just get hung up. All right, 20 rounds. Let's start out with the swinging plates. I should have brought out my chronograph. Those feel like they have got some serious thump. Like serious thump. All right. You might notice I added 2 more targets to the range, and they're on those wooden sawhorses. I am almost certain that those are going to fall over the first time they're hit. I haven't kind of finished up the construction there, but we'll shoot one anyway. Let's go for the long one, which is about 90 yards. There it went. All right, let's go with this short plate. It's about 25 yards. Man, these things have got some power behind them. Maybe I should go check the brass, make sure these aren't like crazy overpressure. No, the brass looks fine. They're just pretty hot loads. All right, let's move over to the 30 round magazine. See if this one gives us some problems. It might. Let's hit that medium plate that's at about 40 yards, I think, something like that. So that orange paint didn't last very long. All right, so the neighbor came and got me He found a big, huge log that was blocking up our creek by our driveway, and we had to stop shooting and go take care of that. In the meantime, it has started raining. So all of my camera equipment that I left out here is wet. My gun is wet. So we've got extreme training going on here with our equipment. I need to finish this video though, so we're going to go ahead and shoot these. How many we got left? I don't even remember. It feels like maybe, I don't know, 10 or so. We haven't had any malfunctions with our PMag, but it won't surprise me if we get some. And my suppressor cover is coming loose. I got it on there much better than it was, but I need to tighten it up a little bit more still. So, all right, let's shoot. Swinging plates, I think. Man, these guys are thumping hard. Like really, really hard. There we go. So that magazine went well. Now we move on to the Subsonics, and I should probably set some of the steel back up so we've got something to shoot at. All right, Subsonics. I've got 20 rounds in a 20 round magazine. See if these things actually are subsonic, hopefully. Failure to feed. Might be magazine related, I don't know. It's definitely not leading related, so that's, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Okay, rest of the magazine ran okay. So we're not going to freak out. Now I think I've got 25 rounds in a 50 round magazine. See if this is sluggish at all. It is not. Feels great. Yeah, the going into battery, no problem at all. See if we can knock down that longer plate. Come on. I guess I was shooting under it. See if I can hit it one more time. If it wasn't raining so hard, this would be fun. One more trip across the swinging plates, if I've got enough. No misses. Pressure, pressure. Yeah. And that was it. That was the last round. Ran no problem. Bolt locked back. And there is no weird lead to be seen. All right, so that's 3 powders and 3 successful tests, and 3 times that my suppressor cover has slipped. So I'm starting to wonder what it takes to actually get this problem to show itself. I'm not going to get discouraged yet. I've got ammo loaded up for 2 more tests already. IMR 4227 and Winchester 296. I was planning to shoot those right now, but it's raining like crazy, so those are going to have to wait. Hopefully it's just 1 powder or maybe 2 powders that were causing problems, and we're going to find that the vast majority of these are okay. But so far, the 3 we've tested have all been good. All right, let's get back in the house. Actually, I'll tell you what, we'll just probably end this guy here. No problems to be seen, no problems with function. So Lil Gun gets a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. I'll probably do IMR 4227. So I'll see you guys then.